Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Juliet Kubheka, your favorite South African tarot card reader, and in this video we have a pick a card reading. Now, as you can see by the title of the video, we are going to be revealing what is currently blocking your success now. If you're ready, pick your pile and let's get into it. Hi there, pile 1. I hope this reading resonates with you. Now, pile 1, what the challenge is with you here is you are in your victim mentality. Like, you think that the world has something against you. You think that you miss everything you touch, right? This is the challenge here. And another thing is you have a very bad relationship with money. This could be your inability to save, to budget, but also maybe you have a hard time thinking about money as something that you deserve and that you can have in abundance, right? So the energy of you feeling powerless in certain situations, of you feeling like everything bad happens to me, is currently holding you back and pulling you away from making better decisions that affect your success. So another thing that you need to be careful of here, pile 1, is your thoughts. Now, obviously, victim mindsets, that's all your thoughts, but you feeling like, again, like I said, you have a very bad relationship with money, with success. You feeling that I mess up at everything that I do. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I've never succeeded at anything. Everything that I want doesn't want me back. Those kind of thoughts actually manifest into your reality, and that has strongly been one of your major problems regarding manifesting success and becoming the best version of yourself. Now, the one thing that Spirit wants you to seek more is clarity. Spirit says that the supreme good is like water, which benefits all of creation without trying to compete with it. Now, there's an energy of you trying to match different versions of yourself. You know, your higher self is trying to compete with your inner child. Your lower self is trying to compete with your higher self. The version of you that pleases your mother is trying to compete with the version of you that wants best for yourself and wants to make decisions that only satisfy you. There's a sense of lacking direction and clarity, and the first step to releasing whatever it is that is currently the blockage, which is the victim mindset, is bringing in more clarity into your life, bringing in more clarity in terms of who you are, what you want to be, bringing in more clarity in terms of which version of yourself is worth pursuing. Is it the version of yourself that's trying to please your mom, the version of yourself that's trying to please your friends, the version of yourself that is trying to please everyone on social media? Which version of yourself is worth pursuing more and sticking to it? The other thing that Spirit is advising you to do is to work on your divine masculine energy. The divine feminine energy is always in her thoughts. She's always in that like emotional state, but the divine masculine energy connects to the sun and she gets things done, right? So it's important here that you harness that energy, the divine masculine. You know, you can do this by wearing the color orange more, you know, connecting to the sun and taking action on everything it is that you want. Now, the final piece of advice that Spirit has for you is to nourish yourself and rest. So after you work through figuring out what you want, you know, gaining more clarity and releasing all of this trauma, it's very important that you allow yourself to rest and relax. Stop being hard on yourself. Take a shower without feeling like, oh my God, I need to get this done, I need to get this done. You know, have that time for yourself. That will also help you in gaining the clarity that you seek regarding this situation. That's it for the reading. If you'd like something more personal, I leave my details in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Toodles! Hi there, pal 2. Now, this is what's blocking your success. I'm getting here that you are trying to do so many things at the same time. You are trying to balance maybe 3 jobs, single parenthood, running 5 businesses, studying, and all of this. And one of the things that affect your emotional state, one of the things that actually affect your success is your emotional state, and what affects your emotional state is your inability to prioritize. So it's important here that you focus on that. The other problem here is that you don't know which energy to harness in order to manifest the life that you desire. And so this is creating a blockage in terms of creating the lifestyle that you desire. So your inability to know whether or not to use the 369 method or the law of assumption method, probably the same thing, which we're not talking about, but your inability to know whether or not to use different kinds of methods is putting you in a position where you're not using any method at all, which in return makes it very hard for you to attain the success from it. Now, another example here is that your inability to make a decision about whether or not you want to go back to school, work a full-time job, or run a business is putting you in a position where you make no decision at all, which in return has you stuck in the same space you were 6 months ago. So Spirit is reminding you here that every idea of yours is valid, but it's also very important for you to know the importance of prioritizing in order to achieve success in all of these ideas. Now, the other thing that Spirit wants to remind you is that when we do things for others, we get more than we need. So this is a reminder that personalities can coexist in the same space, ideas can coexist in the same space, but again, prioritizing some needs leads to more success in terms of getting. So maybe the other thing here for you is there are so many people that you're responsible for, and Spirit is saying the more you prioritize them, the easier it is for you to set a goal and achieve it in order to help you get more abundance to help them. I hope that made sense. That was a mouthful. The other thing here is simplicity, right? Creating a routine that works for you. Again, prioritize simplicity, prioritizing and simplicity, right? So Spirit is saying to remind you that you are always protected, and you may be in a position where you want to do all these things because you think that things may change tomorrow, and if you don't have a degree, if you don't have a business, if you don't have a job, then you may be stuck in a position where you are maybe poor or you can't get things done. So Spirit is asking me to remind you that you are highly protected. Create routines and rituals that will help you understand how protected you are. The final advice that I have from Spirit is that it's time to surrender to the alchemy of life. Goes back to the same thing that I've been saying. Allow yourself to trust Spirit and allow yourself to trust the process by focusing on just one thing and not focusing on too many things at the same time, because you assume that puts you in a much better position of success. Now, this is another reminder that you may be doing all the right things, but that may be the blockage. It's time to do things out of the box, out of your spectrum of what is good and what is bad, and maybe that's how you'll manifest the life that you desire. That's it for the reading. If you'd like something more personal, I'll leave my details in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye. Hi there, pile 3. So here's the problem. You want things to happen so quickly. Your inability to be patient is strongly affecting the results. I'm getting that here, that you're strongly creative, that you are strongly hardworking, but you are unable to balance these energies in order to achieve what you want. So your inability to be patient is affecting your ability to be persistent and consistent towards things that help you achieve success. Now, the other problem, I think I've already said this, is your inability to balance these two energies, the creative energy and the hardworking energy, right? Spirit is saying here that you will be rewarded for all your hard work, and it's important to know that, but put less pressure on when it'll happen and put more pressure on yourself to allow things to unfold as they should, and also put more effort towards making things happen than when they'll happen. I hope that makes sense. So this is you, instead of focusing on the fact that it's going to take 6 years to succeed, focus on the fact that it's going to take 7 steps to succeed, and that starts with registering a business and then getting some inventory and then doing this. That's something you can control, and that's something you should focus on. So for the advice, Spirit is saying, when we empty our minds of all thoughts, our hearts will embrace the tranquility of peace. We watch the workings of all creation and consider the return to the source. So this is very important, because this is again a reminder to be patient but also consistent, right? So what you need to note here is that it's very important to release thoughts that push us towards giving up right before we succeed at something. And that's something that I'm strongly getting you need to start working on. You need to empty your mind from thoughts like, when is this coming? How is it coming? What mistake am I making? How can I improve, right? Another thing here is that, again, I got the same card, timing, experience. Allow yourself to enjoy the experience and focus less on Allow yourself to enjoy the experience by focusing less on when it's going to happen, right? Allow yourself to enjoy the steps towards achieving success and focus less on when you're going to achieve success, right? This allows you to be in a more stable emotional state, right? And this allows you to not give up before you actually succeed at something. Another thing is, be very pure in your intentions, and also keep quiet about your intentions. So this one is lovely. Serve the world by being you, right? Take it this way. Your two missions in this world is to fulfill your purpose, and the second one is to fulfill it by being yourself, right? Two of these energies coexist in the same space. You can fulfill your purpose, but if you're not doing it by being yourself, you're probably still not succeeding. And you can choose to be yourself in everything that you do, but if you're not fulfilling your purpose, then you're probably going to feel that you have not succeeded. So when you work towards achieving success, it's important that you stick to these two energies, which is being yourself and fulfilling your purpose. That's it for the reading. I think I resonated with this reading, and I hope you resonated with the reading too. I'll leave my details to book in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Goodie! Hi there, pal 4. Welcome to your reading. So this is an interesting one. You are allowing the devil to tempt you. You're allowing the devil to get in your head. This is not literally the devil, but what I'm saying here is you are allowing thoughts of worry, despair, disappointment, anxiety to overcome your thoughts of you potentially succeeding. And so when this happens, you start imagining a future where you are failing instead of succeeding, which in return makes you make decision that leads makes you make decisions that leads to failure instead of success, unfortunately. So the advice here, well, not yet the advice, but the challenge. The other challenge is you are not ready to step up and be the version of yourself you want to be. So you are comfortable feeling sorry for yourself, yet you should be comfortable feeling the opposite, right? You have created a home within yourself for all of these negative thoughts, and you are comfortable with not reaching out for help. You know, you've embraced this energy and you've made it your own. You identify with this anxiety and this negativity, and unfortunately this is not helping you become the best version of yourself, right? So in terms of what you need to do to overcome this, Spirit is saying, look back to the time when you initially imagined yourself succeeding. This could be a business, this could be parenthood, this could be in a relationship, this could be at a job, anyway. But imagine the initial the immediate energy you felt when you started imagining the potential of success. That is going to inspire you to release all of the anxiety, right? Whenever you're in that moment where you're like, I'm going to fail at this, I'm not going to be good at this, oh, there's so many people who are better at me than this, who are better at me at this than I am, this shift that energy to a more inspiring energy, like, you know what, I'm going to learn as I go. You know what, I'm pretty sure they started somewhere too. I'm pretty sure this and this, right? We embrace simplicity, put others first, and desire little. That's the other thing that will help you release this energy. The more you think of what you want, the easier it is to be overcome by the possibility of not getting it. But the more you put the effort towards being who you want, the lesser the time we have to allow the anxiety to overcome us. I hope that made sense. But I'm going to say it again. So the more you desire, the less you create, and it leads to more anxiety, disappointment. But the more you do, the less you think, and the more you achieve. So the second piece of advice here is that you need to remember where you come from. You need to remember your roots. You need to remember, again, like I said, it initial inspiration. You need to remember what made you feel the need to start that business. You know what, no longer what inspired you, no longer what you thought you could achieve, but what made you want to achieve the level of success you imagine or visualize yourself achieving. Finally, it's time to integrate, activate, and make decisions that are good for you. This goes without saying, and this probably is the hardest part. When thoughts like, I am not going to achieve this, come, it's important that you say, no, you are lying, I am going to achieve this. And if you're unable to say that, then it's important to do the total opposite of what your mind wants you to do in that moment. So when your mind is like, I'm not good at this, so I'm not going to do it, you get up and you do it, regardless of the anxiety, the burning anxiety you feel. I know sometimes it makes your body feel weak, like literally, but it's important here that you rewire that thinking by doing, by activating yourself, by allowing that awakening. So yeah, that's it for the reading. I hope it resonates with someone, and I hope it helps you become a better version of yourself. If you'd like something more personal, I'll leave my details in the description box. And if you like this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye.